Hello there, Golfer here, and welcome back to Let's Play of Skyrim. So, I realized, between recording that apparently I didn't kill the giant. I killed a giant, which means there's probably a second one that I never actually killed, and I never saw either. Let's see. Yeah, he was down with the mammoths. I never actually saw him. Actually hit? Did you just shoot the mammoth, you moron? Okay, there are arrows, more hides. Not worth it. Ooh, soul gem is always good though. Oh well, we're gonna need some mammoth tusks out of this. I guess I'm boosting my archery. That took a few arrows. Okay. Now then, back to Solitude. And I'm going to go to morning so that people are out and about. Out in the boot! And we'll do some exploring.
Spare some gold for a veteran? I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things. Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
So I'm assuming that's like a level in stealth.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Oh, let me just drop everything to help you. I don't mind. It is when my customers waste time chatting and not. Let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you.
Interesting. This is just a clothing place. Wouldn't be a bad place if I needed leather.
Divines
Watch what
bless
you're doing.
May the ground you walk quake.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want, we could fix you right up.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
You're really going to the Blue Palace? If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raymond.
Much to ask.
It's not an ins. If I were your outfit is something of an open wound where attire is concerned.
Sorry, it doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful.
Okay.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Viren said you got here just before the execution. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head.
I didn't want to take that.
Watch what you're doing.
I heard you coming.
I thought adventurers were supposed to look tough. I bet my papa could beat you up.
Bet he could, kid. Bet he could. Maybe in his dreams. And how many dragons has your father killed?
Hello there, friend. How lucky for you. Ah, well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent thane, well, let's just say, best not. Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bards
Feel
College
free to
in
make
solitude.
requests.
Oh no, you're Lisette.
Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested. Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus.
Hello there, friend.
That
How lucky
said,
for you to chance
I did
upon a
see a
bard
visitor.
on the road.
Can I help you? Hello there, we haven't met. Although I guess not to mean that we will be friends someday. Or even today. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this. Can we start over?
Nope.
I fight
farewell.
with both blade and spell. Might say I'm equipped to handle nearly any threat. So, shall we talk price?
I have no business with you. Leave me.
Spell, but deadlier still.
Seems there's always more to be done. I showed up to... I don't know. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rog, I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It's a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
I was done talking anyway.
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and they were smaller back then. Well, as it turns out,
Gosh
I
darn
had
it.
a pet skeever when... I thought so. I've heard Jari Raz hanging around the Wells district, looking for new... Well, as it turns out...
Gosh
I had a
darn
pet
it, I don't like
skeever
this.
when They were smaller back then.
Heard any
People say there's
rumors?
a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems to... Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when they were smaller back then. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk fired. Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever.
Why does he keep going back up to that? Like, seriously.
Well, as it turns
What
out,
the?
I had a pet. I thought so. I think the Bards College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe it? Remember the winking skeever next time your foot's sore.
Excuse me. I know you were helping out by blocking the door so no one can get in, but it's a wee bit inconvenient. Well, this appears to be the wine cellar. Darn it. I kinda know where it is now. Got it. Okay. Why don't I put these on? It doesn't look weird at all.
You can afford a septim or two.
Aromatic, so what, like perfume?
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric. She wouldn't have to be there, and my aunt wouldn't have to worry about it. You really... He lets Ulfric's Stormcloak escape solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High
traveler,
King,
correct?
and Rogvir lets him ride right back
Wonderful.
out.
I hadn't really...
places to go, huh?
My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping
The
you
Imperial
might-
Army's not in
I haven't
Whiterun.
heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome. We mostly... These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
I'll probably have to deal with a couple assassins, but oh well.
welcome to Angela's Aromatics. Can I help you with some herbal needs?
No, I'm good.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
You have beautiful eyes.
You look like an adventurous one. I bet we're kindred spirits, you and I.
La 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 la. Oh, sorry. Just stretching out the vocal cords.
You're passing through solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground. I bet the two of us, my sister Deja and I, are treasure hunters. We like to collect.
I'm listening.
I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, what an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely... Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with? Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Okay.
Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Generally, posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Okay, well that sucks. I figured that was probably it.
Plenty of fresh fish for you. Sorry, yeah. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple. Or a tomato. Cabbage. I have my... The Black Blood Marauders have been plundering ships. That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you? Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it. Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time. Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did.
I'm a bard.
In fact, it's so
Bards
good,
College
no one
here in
else in
Solitude.
Skyrim even tries to
Wanderers like me.
Okay, just going around talking to people.
Welcome to Angela's Aromatics. It's good to see a fresh face. You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
Okay, you can't take me for bad news. You're welcome. You're asking me to get the news, and I gave you the news.
Hey, watch it.
Oh, the Hall of the Dead. Let's see. I'll have to remember this stuff's in here. Holy cow. Is nobody in here? What's going on? I would have thought somebody'd be watching the place.
Hello, my child. RK, what? You mean Rogvir? Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogvir to have a proper Nord burial. I believe my books tell the stories. Have no doubt. As pretty as its streets are, as jovial as the bards may be, darkness is drawn to solitude. Bless you.
What's the hurry?
I'm not gonna go in the catacombs, because I think I actually have to go in there at some point anyway. Wow, you can actually hear the noises from the water running in the sewer. Proudspire Manor. Advar's house. I don't recognize the name. Unless this was the guy that got killed.
Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified?
No.
And like Rogvir, you're a Nord at heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to stop talking now.
Please, take pity on an old madman.
Not at the moment, but in the future, I will definitely take pity on you.
Welcome to the Bards College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help? Always a pleasure to... You should be aware that when possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the... Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the... To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. As you may be aware, Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns... I tried to I believe King Olaf's verse will... I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's
Hello.
verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard.
I wish you luck in finding
He's
the
sending
verse.
you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history, and a very ancient... The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so at least, that's what we thought, until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now... If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with... Well, we've come to the right place.
Oh, this guy's a master. I can spend a little bit. Yay!
Be careful. You might find more than just... Hildy, what year did the Aldmeri Dominion invade you?
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers.
I am Dean of Lute at the Bards College, and no,
Bjorn,
I
I
don't
wish only to graduate. And why wouldn't the person who writes it? Moral...
Youngest bard at the Bards College.
You're new here, right? Welcome to the Bards College.
Red Mountain. The
Like
Russ. Try to
a
be
musical
precise.
museum.
Remember, being a bard isn't just about the music.
Your solo performance is about a week away. I expect to hear your early rendition tomorrow, understand?
I've converted the classic tale of Ildy the Bear to be performed with drums. I think you'll be impressed.
I'll be the judge of that. Now back to your practice.
Well, I might as well use... I think I have one invisibility, right? Yeah. Oh, I don't need to be invisible for that long, but I don't have anything to make me invisible. I could just wait. I'll have to wait till nighttime.
Pardon me, but I trust you've been working on your poem on the classical heroes of Skyrim, yes?
And now we wait again.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer.
You know, I don't get the impression that I'm very well liked at the college. Only reason I'm so good with the lute is because I'm old.
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
No, you're quite modest, aren't you?
Wintery. No, wintry. It betrays its wintry named That's it.
Came riding to Whiterun from Old Rorikstead.
If you ask me, this damned rebellion can't end soon enough. I had to end my tour of Skyrim's courts. Too dangerous to... Oh!
Okay, well, it's time to cut the video off. So, go outside. Thank you all very much for watching, and God bless.